Hello, this is Wednesday, so my little chat. Last week I spoke about what to do with a challenge, and in fact, I stated that it's not the challenge itself that is important, but rather what we do with it. Um, Anyways, speaking about challenge, we know that this video channel is concerning cancer. Uh, we always we always realize that everything I talk about, yes, is related to cancer, but can be related to anyone, any situation. You don't have to have cancer to go through these challenges at all. It has nothing to do with it. It's basically our human cycle, that how we go through a cycle, every one of us, me, you, her, him, we don't escape that. So we have that phase where, it's hard, it's difficult, we go through something difficult. um, Afterwards we go through the part of the cycle where it's retribution, rather. So we receive, if we've learned our lesson, then we have a chance to recoup, to rebuild. We receive, and then afterwards we have that phase of the cycle where we're sort of on vacation. We even end up believing that challenges are over and now we have peace and quiet and we can go on, on a safe road. But pieing, then we go back into the challenge period, etc. I mean, that's what it is. That's what it is to be human. We go through these cycles. There's no escaping. So I'm thinking about the challenge, basically cancer or anything else. How do we heal? This is the most important period afterwards, the healing process. What is healing? Okay, the physical healing, we understand, it's like the eradication of the sickness, of the illness, of the problem. Regarding sickness, well, the cells start functioning the way they're supposed to, and blah blah blah. The most important part afterwards is mental, psyche, spiritual wellness, and how do we make peace with what happened? How do we redefine who we are after the challenge? Is it the time where we have the opportunity to decide, okay, this is the new road I'm taking, this is the new direction I'm following, these are the new stones on my road, that I will use, that I'm choosing. The choices that we make will define that new direction. And it's important to take the time to really go within and ask ourselves, am I really taking care of myself? How? And I'm not talking about, what I eat, what I drink, what I this, what I that. Psychically, spiritually, our needs, our basic needs as a person. Are we aligned with the people around us? Do we need to clean up some of the toxic relationships that are around us and that could affect us in a negative way? Is it possible that we can redefine new goals and decide to go in a different direction altogether, and give ourselves the chance to renew our vows towards each other and towards ourselves, and how sincere are we when we take a vow to love ourselves, to take care of ourselves, to respect ourselves. Uh, it's a it's a discussion that we must have every once in a while with ourselves. Really take the time to go within and ask the question, like, am I in sync with who I am? Am I in sync with who I want to be? Am I in sync with my new choices? What is it that I have to do in order to really stick to it and be truthful? And because people in general or have a hard time with this. In society today, it's very difficult for people to be truthful with themselves and be truthful with what they say they are going to do. A lot of people will say, "Oh, I'll take care of you. I'll help you. I'll do this. I'll do that." But then when time comes, nobody's there, and it's it's the reflection, in fact, of uh, the real situation, which is namely, I think, that people don't respect their engagement towards themselves. So it's something to look at and to think about. And I think it's important to really go within and question, ourselves and ask ourselves, am I really in sync with who I am? Yeah, and who am I? And do I love myself? Do I take the time to really understand and respect what I need now? I think it's something to think about, seriously. So maybe this week you can give it some thought. And, all with love. We always have to care about ourselves, care about others, not blindly. You have to be like honest. You have to be you have to do it with integrity, but you have to do it every once in a while. I think it's necessary. So maybe this week you can give yourself that thought. Who am I? Am I in sync with what I want to be? Have a good week. Bye.